Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Today we're going to talk about mass adoption, and another sign of mass adoption is here because crypto derivatives exchange is getting listed on NASDAQ in Q3, which is by September. So newly launched derivatives from EQUOS.io is set to become the United States' first publicly traded crypto exchange later this year through a backdoor listing on NASDAQ. I don't care if it's a front door listing, side door listing, backdoor listing on NASDAQ. If it's actually a listing on NASDAQ, it's gold, because that's like the first real crypto exchange company that's going to be listed on a legitimate stock market. Hong Kong-based Diginex announced Thursday it is combining with Equos.io with the Singapore's 8i Enterprises Acquisition Corp, a special purpose acquisition company listed on the NASDAQ. SPACs are shell companies that use funds from their IPOs to acquire target companies. So bringing them public through the back door. So essentially, this company was already public, and it's going to basically acquire this crypto exchange, and that's going to backdoor them into the public domain. So people will actually be able to buy and trade this crypto exchange. This is definitely something new for the United States. Yes, is it a shady way of getting it into NASDAQ? Yes, it is. But it actually does get it into NASDAQ, like the first crypto exchange on NASDAQ exchange. Maybe people will take more notice of it. Maybe more people will use it. It could actually spur more adoption. But these crypto exchanges, crypto companies getting on the regular stock markets, they will get people to look at us more seriously. Around the 1990s, this company has experienced something of a renaissance in the recent years. So they've been around since the 1990s, but they've had a resurgence recently, with the total amount raised hitting a record $13.6 billion in 2019, more than 4 times the $3.8 billion in 2016. Diginex CEO Richard Byworth told CoinDesk that SPACs were faster and cheaper than traditional listings. So they're doing this backdoor method. They could do the traditional method, but it's much easier doing it this way. In addition, they fix valuations in advance, avoiding the possibility of WeWork-like devaluations at the last minute. So it's like they already have the valuation there. It's not going to be like, oh, we were going to value at $10 billion, but now $3 billion is more like it. So they're going to avoid that. EQUOS.io will be the first publicly traded crypto exchange in the US once the acquisition is completed in September, Byworth said. Newly launched EQOS.io is an institutional-oriented exchange with a team from traditional derivatives space. The ambition is to expand the still nascent crypto derivatives scene to hundreds of times the size of the spot market, just like the traditional markets. So Diginex had planned to move ahead with a listing much earlier. The US SEC approved the acquisition back in late February, so the SEC will not block it. They've already approved it, with a shareholder vote confirming the deal planned for March 20th. Around the time global equity markets were in a tailspin. So they were actually going to go they were going to go ahead with this back in March. Obviously, Corona delayed that. If you remember, that was the day when the S&P 500 was down 12.5%. So the conclusion was probably not the best day to go to the market. Very, very wise conclusion. EQS.io isn't the only crypto company heading towards the public market. Ant Group, one of the principal issuers of Chinese digital yuan, announced a dual listing in Hong Kong and Shanghai earlier this month. But this is still the first one in the US market. So that is the big news for today. And realistically, this is another step towards crypto mass adoption for the crypto industry as a whole. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.